The Peacock documentary, Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy, opens a Pandora's box of allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. Testimonies from victims and attorneys, including high-profile lawyer Lisa Bloom, provide a chilling account of the alleged manipulation, abuse, and exploitation Diddy exercised in his decades-long reign over the music industry. Former associates describe environments dominated by power dynamics that stifled dissent and allowed predatory behavior to thrive. Central to the allegations are stories of so-called red rooms, secretive spaces allegedly hosting illicit and exploitative activities. Multiple anonymous sources claim to have witnessed young talent, some underage, being subjected to emotional and physical manipulation at these gatherings. These testimonies point to a pattern of behavior where power and influence were wielded to coerce compliance and silence dissent. Victims speak of long-term emotional scars and career devastation, painting a picture of an industry rife with unchecked abuses of power. The tragic murder of Christopher Wallace, better known as the Notorious B.I.G., remains one of hip-hop's darkest chapters. In the documentary, Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, makes startling allegations about Diddy's actions leading up to Biggie's untimely death. Deal claims that Diddy's decisions on security that night contributed to the lack of protection for Biggie, leaving the artist vulnerable. Deal's account implies a level of mistrust within Bad Boy Records, suggesting Diddy prioritized his safety above all else. Biggie's death left an indelible scar on the hip-hop community, and many have questioned whether the tragedy could have been avoided with better security measures. The allegations against Diddy's leadership during this period add another layer of complexity to his controversial legacy. Industry insiders like Ron Lawrence and Al B. Sure provide a behind-the-scenes look at the toxic culture allegedly perpetuated by Diddy. Al B. Shaw recalls Kim Porter, Diddy's former partner, warning him about the dangers posed by Diddy's controlling behavior. This testimony echoes a recurring theme of manipulation, where contracts, threats, and emotional coercion were tools allegedly used to maintain dominance over artists. Former Bad Boy artists have long spoken about restrictive contracts that left them financially disadvantaged. Stories of emotional manipulation and threats paint a picture of an exploitative environment where artists were denied autonomy. These accounts highlight systemic issues in the music industry, where power imbalances allow such practices to flourish. Kim Porter, Diddy's longtime partner and the mother of his children, tragically passed away in 2018 from pneumonia, according to official reports. However, the documentary raises questions about the circumstances surrounding her death. Al B. Shaw claims that Porter kept a diary detailing troubling aspects of her relationship with Diddy, fueling speculation about whether critical details were silenced. Porter's death has sparked ongoing debates about the extent of Diddy's influence and whether it was used to suppress information. While no concrete evidence has emerged to suggest foul play, the allegations underscore the broader narrative of secrecy and control surrounding Diddy's life and career. The documentary delves into allegations that Diddy used financial intimidation and legal loopholes to protect his reputation. Several former associates describe being pressured into signing non-disclosure agreements and accepting payouts to ensure their silence. These tactics allegedly created a culture of fear, where speaking out came with significant personal and professional risks. Legal experts featured in the documentary discuss how NDAs have been weaponized in industries like entertainment to suppress allegations of misconduct. Diddy's use of these tools is portrayed as part of a larger strategy to maintain control and shield himself from accountability. Victims recount feeling powerless against the financial and legal machinery at Diddy's disposal, further highlighting the systemic barriers to justice in such cases. Diddy's influence extends far beyond the music industry, with claims in the documentary suggesting he has leveraged connections in Hollywood to maintain his status. Interviews with insiders hint at alleged blackmail and manipulation of powerful figures, painting a picture of a mogul who understands the value of behind-the-scenes maneuvering. While these allegations remain speculative, they contribute to the narrative of a man who has built an empire on calculated moves and ruthless ambition. The documentary suggests that Diddy's success is as much about his strategic alliances as it is about his talent and business acumen. One of the most powerful aspects of the documentary is the emotional testimonies from alleged victims. Women like Ashley recount harrowing experiences of abuse and the fear of retaliation if they spoke out. Ashley describes an alleged assault by Diddy in 2018, detailing the trauma and isolation she endured in the aftermath. These testimonies shed light on the broader issue of victim silencing in industries where power dynamics heavily favor influential figures. Victims' reluctance to come forward is often rooted in fears of professional retaliation and public scrutiny, creating an environment where misconduct can persist unchecked. MTV's Making the Band 2 was a cultural phenomenon, but the documentary reveals a darker side to the reality show's production. Former contestant Sarah Rivers recounts experiences of emotional abuse and exploitation, describing a hostile environment orchestrated by Diddy. Contestants were reportedly subjected to demeaning tasks and psychological manipulation, raising ethical questions about the show's treatment of its participants. Rivers' account underscores the broader issue of exploitation in reality television, where the pursuit of drama and ratings often comes at the expense of participants' well-being. The allegations against Diddy highlight the need for greater accountability in the production of such programs. Journalists like Kim Osorio provide valuable insights into the culture of silence surrounding Diddy's alleged misconduct. Osorio describes a systemic issue within the music industry, where powerful figures are often shielded by networks of enablers and a reluctance to challenge the status quo. The documentary explores how this culture of silence has allowed individuals like Diddy to operate with impunity for decades. Osorio's perspective emphasizes the importance of dismantling these systemic barriers to create a more equitable and accountable industry. Diddy. The Making of a Bad Boy presents a compelling and unsettling portrait of Sean Diddy Combs, challenging the public's perception of one of hip-hop's most iconic figures. Through emotional testimonies, insider accounts, and a critical examination of industry practices, the documentary raises important questions about power, accountability, and justice. While the allegations against Diddy remain unproven in many cases, their sheer volume and consistency underscore the urgent need for further investigation. As the public and the industry grapple with the revelations, the documentary serves as a stark reminder of the importance of amplifying marginalized voices and challenging systemic injustices. Whether Diddy's empire can withstand this scrutiny remains to be seen, but the broader conversations it has sparked will undoubtedly shape the future of the entertainment industry.